Secret versus Liquid. We've got players, we've got a lobby, and we are ready to load into a game 1 draft. I love watching Secret, Trent. Can I tell you how much I like watching Secret?
It never gets old. You would think like watching the top stuff, like there's some sports and esports where you watch the top guys just slaughter people and it's not very exciting.
Oh, the Yankees. Wow.
Yeah, but you can always get an appreciation even when Secret slaughter something, like when they did Virtus Pro. You're just consistently impressed the whole game of just like, damn, I don't know how you're running down this game with a Storm Spirit right now, you know?
Yeah. Dude, they're one of few teams that consistently, after I watch them, makes me feel like, damn, I want to play some Dota right now. Because they make it look easy. They really do. They make it look like you just pick Storm Spirit, and then you just clean up these fights, and then you're super far ahead, and that's it. You got an easy game because you're a fed Storm Spirit at 15 minutes. And the reality...
they are the reality proof of the like esports marketing. Because you're right. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel. I just want to play Dota.
It's such an odd feeling. Even looking at these bans, Liquid is banning around supports. Bane, Witch Doctor, Bounty Hunter. These are not meta bans, my friend. These are secret bans.
Yeah.
Is there any other team you're first banning the Witch Doctor against? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, not many. That's the like ability to like flex it around a little bit. I mean, I'm still shocked at his rise. I don't know. I really didn't think Witch Doctor would be able to slot himself so well into the meta, but he just owns that laning stage a little bit too hard. And even when they ran it as a position 4, that worked out for them too. So
yeah,
hard to knock on the guy.
I think he's super position reliant. He is very much the epitome of that secret play style. When you're making him look good, Witch Doctor looks unstoppable because you're just picking up kills, you're finding stuns, you're saving people with the voodoo. But if you don't start out well, if you get caught out of position in those early levels, you very quickly become a target that is easy to take down. Now, the secret bans, maybe looking a little here more meta here, Trent. We got Shadow Demon, Phoenix, Wind Ranger, and of course the Lycan. Very happy to see the Lycan banned out. Puppy doing his homework here. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, that hero's way too good. He was the hero of the day during our last cast. I think he showed up in like 3 of the 4 games or something.
Yep.
I just remember he won a lot and he looked super strong. So we'll remove that. And Liquid are going to first ban that Ember too, who we had some discussions about their thoughts on the hero in terms of how strong they think it is and if it's worth first picking.
Chen? Is that where we're at now? Is this a Chen opener?
You know, Chen has not been left in the pool versus Secret in quite a while. Because sometimes when other teams don't ban it, they often will. So, yeah, I'm like looking back. The last time Chen was left in, they definitely took it. So, that was a long time ago.
And, of course, if they do take it, that opens up the question of what do you want to pair it with? That Shen Tusk. And, they go for the Coddle, the other mounted support, my friend.
Mm-hmm. I think perhaps something that Liquid might like a little bit more, too. So it's almost like a block pick in some ways. Like, sure, Liquid can play Chen, too, but they're definitely more comfortable on Coddle. And to be fair, Secret have also been playing a ton of Coddle lately, too. So it's not like there are any slouches on the hero. I was kind of hoping for the Chen, though, because the Chen sets up for the potential Meepo with that aura and how good it is. But away we go.
The Grim Stroke. One of the like encounters we've seen, but also just a solid support that enables so many other cores. And that core might be the Void Spirit. Likely our position 3 hero for Liquid.
You know, we were talking about all these bans, and we didn't mention the Wind Ranger Tusk. Actually, it worked. Their plan worked, right?
It did work. You're not
cast
wrong.
That game where they. So if you guys missed it, they basically did a double pick of Tusk Wind Ranger 2 games in a row, and they won both games. One time the Tusk was core, and I think the second was he? No, he was core both games, wasn't he? And they just ran it as a dual lane. Yeah, Boxy played the Tusk, and Taiga played the Wind Ranger, and you get a nice little combo with the Focus Fire and the tag team. Pretty good. And now you get it forced to be banned in the first phase. That's pretty sick.
It's also just really annoying in the lane in terms of power shot to finish off kills. You've got the snowball, you've got shackles, shards. There's just a lot of shit that gets in your way. You know, it seemed like kind of a meme combo, but I can't knock on it too hard now that Liquid has made it look good in multiple matches. But to the Dragon Knight we go. Secret do not have last pick, so maybe some of the reasoning. The flexibility of the DK, assuming it's a position 3, but we've seen him in the safe lane. We've seen him mid.
Mars? I feel like you banned Mars here. They're going to the DP instead. Maybe they think the Mars isn't as valuable without like the Phoenix, just because they always try and pair it together. But I don't know. Mars still looks pretty nice to me here. Like there's some downside in the sense that the Coddle's a pretty good counter to the Mars, just because like you put the Will-O-Wisp over the arena and it messes around with like the intro to the team fight. But he's still just such reliable initiation compared to the other threes right now.
Thinking about this here. Secret just seems scared of these really deathball-y pushing heroes.
Ban Shaker, I think.
Shaker.
Liquid. Yeah. Coddle Shaker, pretty good combo. They just, it's Yapsor. I don't know. If Shaker's a little bit slower, they could also aim for something like a little faster, like you said, if it was the support, but they just take the Queen of Pain instead.
I think Secret are going to pick Rubik.
Oh my God, Rubik's still in, dude.
I think that's the Yapsor hero, homie.
That's pretty wild. I mean, Taiga could take it here too, though, to be fair. It would also be fine. Like, he's been a first phase ban for so long. And Bat Rider's in there too. Because as we kind of pointed out, a lot of the bans were a little bit different this game, and that has opened up a lot of these heroes that we're not even used to seeing at this point in the draft.
Centaur. Quite a few options.
I mean, countering Coddle's never really easy, unfortunately. You can think about killing the Will-O-Wisp, but honestly, it just feels kind of impossible. So I don't necessarily want to go towards like the Beastmasters and stuff and like the Jugs.
Where did our Snapfires go?
She just got nerfed too hard. I think like she kept being counterpicked versus Phoenix, and then she was still losing those games, and everyone just gave up. In fact, 3 days ago, they actually counterpicked a Phoenix with a Snapfire, and they lost. So.
What a shame, dude. That's it's like classic new hero syndrome, where you're overtuned, and then you slowly get knocked down, and then there's a tipping point comes where you're just not good anymore. And as much as teams want to make you work because you've got all these cool new abilities,
and like maybe you're good, but you're just not as good as someone else.
I'm sure she ain't got that 60% win rate that the Lycan does in pubs. Yeah. I can tell you that.
I like Rubik. I think this is a battle for Rubik right now, and he's just too strong. But they're gonna go with the Insania Oracle instead, so that's gonna pass the Grimstroke likely over to Taiga, which means we're not getting the Weaver, because again, that was another hero that they always pick with the Grimstroke, and it was still in at this point in the draft. Like, there's so much room right now for how these two teams have been drafting lately. It feels like the bans didn't even happen.
This is peculiar to me because Oracle DP has been one of the go-to combos. Curious what they have in mind, or if this is just, hey, we like Oracle, so we're going to pick him up, not necessarily a combo.
Well, Zyori, who's really good with Oracle and good in lane versus Dragon Knight? There's the big scary Spearman.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, the old Huskar. You never know. They have 10th pick, right? They got options.
That is an option. I've suggested a couple of Huskar picks, but we haven't seen it actually snagged.
I still wouldn't assume he's coming, but you gotta keep.
You're right, though. There are other heroes you can combo the Oracle with. There's
also Alchemist too. But as expected, they take the Shaker because Coddle Shaker is just too good.
Yeah, good call on that potential ban there.
I still respect the Queen of Pain, though, because she's been tearing it up lately, and they've won their last, 4. I'm looking through it. It's like win, 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 win. Like, they've been playing so much Queen of Pain. It's just dominating. She's really sticking in the meta. I feel like when she first started getting picked, it was mostly because of the Razor games, because Razor was kind of popular, and then Queen of Pain just, she was losing a lot of those games, but then people stuck with her, and now she feels, way stronger.
Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly. It just feels like she gets decent lane matchups most of the time. The dagger's really annoying. She gets CS.
Her itemization's pretty good, too, for the most part.
Maybe it's partially that she's good at controlling runes, and rune play seems pretty solid right now. I can't quite put my finger on it.
She's multifaceted in terms of the speed that you want to play the game, too, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of which,
Monkey King.
Monkey King, very similar in that regard.
Yeah, when you said against Dragon Knight, Monkey King is what I thought of at first. Mm-hmm. Somebody that can certainly handle the DK and lane without too many issues, thanks to the Jingu.
Very mobile heroes here with the Void Spirit, the Monkey King, and then combo that with the Inkswell. They have a really good ganking potential right now, and this is the best feeling when you have your 4 heroes and then 10th pick, because I feel like this draft can go in a lot of different directions right now. They're a little singular focus in the sense that they look like killers, right? Between the Mud King, the Void Spirit, and the Grimstroke. They have a little bit of wave shove and stuff too, but they're, the tower objective taking and stuff isn't fantastic at the moment for Liquid. So that'll be something to consider based on the final lineup of Secret. But Secret needs to be preparing for both potential rushdown play, but also like a theoretical late game.
Whoa. All right. No last pick for Secret, so they will grab the Storm. Worried it was going to get banned out here.
Dude, how's Pango still in? What is happening in this draft? I'm just like looking through these heroes that are in first phase banned every game. So there's Pango, there's Batrider. If we assume this is for Zai, last pick, if we want like the Nisha DK, the Nisha Storm Spirit and the Matu DK, or I guess you never know with these guys, right? Theoretically, but I feel like it's probably a Zai hero last. Although it could be Zai DK as well, depending on what they want. Maybe they don't want to put the DK in the safe lane because of the potential matchup, but
hey, but you got your Dota TV on, right?
Yeah, I do. I do have my Dota TV on.
I just got a reminder. Wanted to make sure neither of us fat fingered it.
No, it is connected.
I can see my little chat box popping up.
I am
giving me confirmation.
Oh, it's gone away. It was my little bubble's there, but now it's not accepting my voice thing.
Uh-oh. You might need to toggle your mic there, bud.
Hey, let me change the device here. Oh, but it's on. Hello?
Check.
I don't know why Steam doesn't want me anymore.
Hello, Dota
It was
television?
literally going before we started the game. I even checked.
Hello? That's weird.
Test microphone. Weird. Oh, it's using the right device. Oh, see, now it wants to use... Stupid thing.
Oh, technology. Gets you every time.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, guys. It was turned on. I don't know what to tell you.
Secret with a ban into pick. And they're looking for either their position 1 or their off laner. I think likely the position 1. And they ban out the Huskar. Smart choice. They pick up Avenge. So we got something interesting here. This is either a core shaker off lane or it's a position 1 Venge.
Sorry, I'm going to keep adjusting here. Why do you do this to me, Steam?
This is interesting. But holy Toledo, do Secret have a lot of ways to initiate. One of the things I was going to mention before our microphone kerfluffle is that even though Liquid have great gank potential, Secret have amazing anti-gank, right? You've got Fissure to stop rotations. You've got Blinding Light. Now you've got Swap to save people. You've also got Magic Missile to counter-initiate. Even Storm, right? He just has to live through that first catch, and then he can zip away. DK's got the tankiness. It's not a very easy lineup to just say, all right, guys, pick off Dota. Let's kill Secret one at a time. Like, that is a tall order against this lineup. They will grab the Koikva Lone Druid to round things out. The Bear to go with the Monkey. A comfort pick for sure, but I'm more preoccupied with how Secret are going to set up these positions. It's a Yapsor Shaker. That's all we know so far. Okay, a Matu DK and a Nisha Storm Spirit. All right, so it's a support Venge then, it looks like. Or no. No, it's not.
Sorry, what's going on there, bud?
It's a Zai Venge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you can still hear me, right?
Yes, I can
hear
you.
So it's literally Steam just won't recognize this mic. It wants to accept a mic that's not plugged into my head. So I guess I'll just plug it into my head, and then I'll have a different mic going into Dota TV. We'll just go with that.
Sure. That sounds reasonable to me. So what's the deal with this Venge pick? To me, this just came out of nowhere. Were we just unlucky in the games that we saw, and she's actually kind of relevant right now, or what's going on here?
Who are we hating on, sorry?
The Vengeful Spirit, position 3.
I mean, she has good item choices. Oh, there we go. Look, now this thing's working in Dota TV. Perfect. You guys get my special secret microphone, Dota TV. I hope it sounds good. Why am I double miking right now? What is this? This looks so ridiculous. I mean, she can build whatever she wants, which is kind of cool about the hero. She has aura play. So if you guys want to start grouping up early, which they definitely can with their heroes.
She does have aura play, that's for sure.
They have the mana battery and to keep it the light to go with the Storm Spirit too, to keep your push rolling as well. I'd say they're pretty scary.
So you like
I like
it.
the
You
I
like the Venge?
I know
Is that
Zai's very good on the hero, so that gives me confidence.
All right.
He plays her quite a bit.
I have not seen her pub or pro in quite a while. I actually don't really know how to rate the Vengeful Spirit, but having 2 charges on the ultimate was a big buff that I thought would really push her back into prominence. I'm a little surprised that she's been ignored so much. Maybe a bit of a sleeper hero.
It definitely helped for a long time, but I think the other 5s were just better, and it's harder to work her in as a 3 because generally there's better 3s. Like, wasn't Batrider still in, for example?
Yes, he
So
was.
it's like, you know, that's
Centaur
a pretty
was
tempting
still
hero
in.
for a lot of teams, but then there's the Oracle, so it's like, okay, so maybe we don't want Batrider this game, and the Centaur was still in too, is that what you said?
Yep, I think so. I think Centaur made it all the way through. Ignored.
So I don't know. You just have like a little bit of confidence in it. They're going to try that. I like the swap here, though. The swap is very interesting. Versus the Monkey King, you can pull him out of the arena.
Safe lane Storm? No? Are they just rotating shit around here? Or is Nisha actually going to go bottom? I thought that's what you meant by changing things around.
No, he's got safe lane items. He's going safe lane. They're trying to not get revealed. That's why they're hanging so far back, because they don't want them to know that the DK is going mid, because if the DK goes mid, they're going to send the Monkey King mid.
How
That's why
bad
is dancing.
is that matchup? It's like Monkey King has kill threat on DK, but you've also got all that armor on DK that you can sort of handle it better than most other melee heroes in that 1v1 scenario.
I think the problem is that just Monkey King gets everything, which unfortunately is the big thing about Monkey King anyway. Like, he tends to get everything if he's going to go mid, because teams only send him mid when he's going to have a really good matchup. But he's just one of the best heroes at transitioning good lane into good game, right?
That's true.
He just moves so fast across the map.
He's just swinging through trees. And Liquid will get this matchup right. It is DK versus MK mid. Battle of the K's here. Mickey versus Matumba Man.
Very curious to see how this bottom lane goes. Not one you get to see very often. Oracle and Lone Druid versus Storm Spirit and Keeper of the Light.
My lord. What's a lord?
It's a lot of spam from Nisha, I'm sure, and lots of mana being pumped out from the Coddle.
Yeah, that is sort of a cool dynamic, huh? We see side lane Storm occasionally. Not ideal because you get less XP, but if you get the free farm or something close to it, it can certainly pay off. Side lane Storm always reminds me of, was it the old NIP squad that used to do Wisp Storm occasionally? I think I saw some Mason stacks do that back in the day also.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Yapzor, the great chase, and so many couriers! And he will go down to the tower, so I guess technically not a first blood.
Tiger didn't even get the damage at all, did he?
Nope, couldn't get there in time. So, again, we always go back to this. Is that worth it? 30 times 5, a shared bounty of 106. I guess Grimstroke got a little XP. I think that's worth it for Yapzor.
Sure. I guess, like, he
slightly favoring Secret with that trade.
He got his mana back. I'm not sure how much he had used in the lane as well. If he was like completely empty, I guess it's probably worth.
He's level 1. It's not. You got that one fissure back. Yep. It was more just comical seeing him chasing 2 couriers, but not having the auto attacks to kill both of them. Oh, Zai now. Inkswell comes in, does connect. Boxy's there with the Remnant. I don't know if they'll have the damage for this. Instead, they'll try to turn onto Boxy, but Zai takes the stroke. It's going to be really close, but Boxy gets it with the stick charges. Yapzor trying to body block, wants the counter kill here, but maybe a tall order. Good dissimulate. Fissure, not going to go out. Now Yapzor on the run, barely makes it out of the Remnant, and he will survive. But advantage for Liquid up top now.
Yeah, not a hero you want to be losing the lane with, that is for sure. In the Vengeful Spirit. She's not one that's necessarily designed... Like, she's okay once the group up starts, but you're hoping for this kind of play, right? You want combo stuns and kills.
Nice counter kill.
Alright, game's good again. It's all fine. Let's say Mickey is doing okay, but Mathu's just doing fantastic in this mid lane. Like, yeah, he's only 3 CS behind, but I've been watching, and like, there have been so many moments where I thought Mickey was going to get denied, and Mathu just like barely squeaks out these last hits. Like, I feel like this should be going a lot worse for the hero. But of course, it does get worse now as the levels start to stack up.
Taiga Another intense battle. I've just been tunneled on this top lane. Are they going to find the Grimstroke? He's looking in the trees. There's the stick charges. Another magic missile. Zai sets it up. Right back the other way. So let's check in on mid. I think you were exactly right about this matchup, buddy. 23-4 on the MK, 17-3 on the DK. Matu's doing fine, but Mickey's doing better. And that's a scary proposition if you're Secret.
Yeah, like, because Nisha's going to retreat to the jungle, right? We kind of know that's going to happen with the Storm Spirit, because he's in the safe lane, so he's already going to be behind, so he really needs neutral time. And if Mickey gets this haste rune down bottom, that could be a bit of an issue here. I guess he's only level 5, so the rotation isn't that scary. Although, even if he just sticks in the lane with the haste rune, that's a bit of a problem for Matu when it's a Monkey King.
Oh, Puppy gets rooted, and that'll be a kill. Nice try from Nisha. He actually grabbed the bear with the Vortex, but just before Puppy died there, I was about to say how nice the Blinding Light is to stop these potential kills onto the Storm Spirit. With the Spirit Bear charging at him, and here's the combo. Insania.
Oh, they couldn't get it. Oh, he got it still.
They got it.
I thought they needed the root.
Insania is such a good Oracle player, dude.
I mean, level 3 Oracle is probably the best level 3 hero in the game. I don't think anyone's even particularly in the argument. Like,
in terms of power spike for as soon as you ding level 3, yeah, you've got a 200 damage spell on a 2-second cooldown. That's pretty nuts.
So Matu
Boxy does get another kill.
Yeah, Matu wound up getting the haste rune, and he instantly went down bottom and stole one of their bounty runes too. And he's going to attempt to make a little rotation into the lane as they give Nisha mid. Nisha's only level 3 though, so he needs Puppy's help here.
And Mickey, of course, level 5. Certainly a bit scary. They'll put some good damage into him. This is sort of a cool rotation. And
as long as Nisha doesn't die. I kind of want to see Taiga just run mid.
Insania's going to come instead. Has a salve from Mickey. See, so far so good with the coddle here. I mean, they're putting a lot of pressure on this Monkey King, but now Insania is going to join the crew. Here's the combo again. They root him in place. They drop the Purifying Flames. This time it's not quite enough. Man. Oh, it's so close.
That Fisher, it just delayed it enough for the healing to kick in from the Purifying Flames a little bit longer.
Wow. Those are those moments as an Oracle player where you're like, if I just waited on that first flame just a little bit longer, just a moment, now Insania might be in trouble. He gets knocked back with the boop from Puppy. Nice block out from Yapzor, but they can't go blow for blow with Mickey, and Yappy might get left behind. Now the Jingu comes out, and Insania picks it up with one more Purifying Flames.
Having to come tri-lane mid and still losing heroes is not a great sign.
Definitely a rocky laning stage for Secret, and we're seeing it on the net worth. 6-2 for Liquid, and they've got a nice little lead for themselves with the Koikster at the top of the charts.
If I'm Liquid at this point now, as they continue to trade in the mid lane, but I don't think it's going to amount to anything, I'm starting to think a lot about this area of the map and how much Secret are going to want to try and like retreat into there in the next 5 to 10 minutes. And if I can get any sort of forward vision as support, like just a little smoke play or something, so that my Monkey King and Void Spirit can kind of go crazy, that would feel really good.
Well, they seem pretty committed to keeping Nisha mid. You can definitely visualize how underleveled he is. Nisha and Puppy both just about to hit level 5. And you look at that solo Monkey King, and he's a nice chunk into level 7 already. It's like a 2.5 level difference. Well, if they're not killing Nisha, Secret might get away with this. You know, Storm, of course, it's all about the ultimate. And once he gets there, the road to recovery looks a little easier. Insania, he's going to get converged on. This is a 4-on-1.
Part of the plan.
You got him.
You blew it.
A big bounty there at 147 gold.
20 assist gold. That's all you get is a Coddle Revenge. That is so weird to see.
Dude.
That's such a pathetic amount.
And they each got 50 experience. I mean, seriously, we joke about it a lot, but these kills in the first 10 minutes, they are worth almost nothing. Nisha, though, as I say that, he's going to get shut down level 5. This is the time to kill him. Nice use of the illusion rune, but unfortunately, only going to buy him a couple of seconds.
You're dead already.
Like, the value in killing Storm there is slowing down
look
Storm's
at
game and
this.
messing him up. It is not in you getting much of a game. They are going to move into the jungle and
Look
clear
at
out
these
some
stacks,
though.
dude. These are all stacked.
It's a big play. You can see Secret there. The supports are like, no, please.
My retirement plan. Taiga gets swapped up top. Zai's going in.
And they find the kill there. Not done yet, though. Zai on the run. Boxy steps forward, finds the kill. Now down by the Roche pit. They want Insania, but not the easiest target. Monkey King's joined the party. He's going to bring them both down. There's one. Make it two. And that is 3 on the sideline for Secret. Liquid getting so much more out of these lanes. And don't forget the Coixner's down bottom, just free farming. So, yeah, they're losing these fights basically 4v5.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, the lane swap did not play out for them. They really needed that like initial kill on Mickey or something to try and even out the XP between Nisha and Mickey so that Nisha could like at least hold his own a little bit. And then of course stealing the stacks is also pretty brutal because we know, I mean, that's why they're in here, right? That's what we talked about. They know that Secret are going to retreat back into this jungle. And again, Insania now getting good wards down on the bottom side because this is where Liquid want to play right now. They want the constant pressure of Quickba until they take this tower.
Puppy, is he in some trouble here? Savage Roar into a root. Yeah, Puppy's dead.
There's no way. Once the Mask of Madness got delivered, it's like 0 chance of getting out of that one. Boxy's going to mess around up here for this bounty route. Yeah, he's like, no, okay. I don't feel like getting totemed on top of that thing by Yapsor.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
To restore the void within.
Up, Tiger.
Dire's
Okay.
structures are fortified.
And XP, even.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under
Yapsor's only
attack.
level 4, just getting targeted down here with the taunt, the ink swell, easy.
A minor correction.
Uncharacteristic for Yapsor. 0, 4, and 2 in the first 10 minutes. Now they'll find more. It's Zai that gets jumped on, caught by the Fortune's End. Make it 2.
Into my collection.
And they're just ignoring Matu. It's like, nah. Just kill the Vengeance, back up. It's kind of fine. Boxy now going to head mid. Keep the pressure going on to Nisha. And Quackle's continuing bottom. Gonna take
I
the
think at this
Ancients.
stage, anytime you can force the DK to ult when he's not hitting one of your towers is already a victory. You don't have to kill him.
Jeez, Puppy. That guy's wild. So close to dying.
Nisha's now level 8, covering a little bit, but even with the Monkey King on
That's
net worth.
insane.
Yeah.
This hero is crazy. Like, how is he ahead of a Monkey King right now? When Mickey's been, like, moving around. I guess Mickey's been, like, kind of lurking a little bit.
We already
for
talked
kills.
about it. It's because kills ain't worth shit, dog. Nisha's just focused on the jungle and the lane, and Monkey King won the lane. Now he's looking for kills.
Yeah, but they
He's
stole, like,
finding them.
5 of his camps.
Yeah,
Radiant's bottom tower is
It's
under
just
attack.
crazy.
he's even without the stacks. Storm still clears the jungle very quickly. It's a hard hero to shut down.
Oh, fresh ward taken down here from Taiga. Will he get out?
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe he will. Swap from Zai, looking for the missile. It will connect, and now they should be able to finish him off. Gonna need one more, though. Yapsor, Fissure in
Radiant's middle
3.
tower is
Not
under
gonna
attack.
need it. Okay, okay, there it is.
I feel like Zai
Chase
just
him
gave
down.
him that on purpose. I think because he definitely could have had a step right click. I'm pretty sure. I think he's trying to jack up Yapsor.
Radiant's middle
Doesn't
tower
Bench
is
have
under
slightly
attack.
shorter range?
She does, but he also had
Radiant
swap. I mean,
structures are
theoretically,
fortified.
it's the charge
Okay.
time isn't. That
Yeah, that's
long.
true. He did have the second swap. All right. You might be right. It kind of looked like he just got outranged, but...
Well, meanwhile, in the mid lane, they are trying to keep this pressure up. As Insania's in a little bit deep.
Uh-oh, double damage rune, though, on Boxy. Now it's expired. They're just going to kill him.
My design.
Okay. I guess Boxy a little too cocky with the positioning there.
Yeah, and some of these kills worth quite a bit more. Almost 300 XP and 160 gold each. And they instantly smoke him and want to go for more. Didn't use any big cooldowns. The only thing that has been popped is the DK form, and he's continuing the pressure up top. So they're going to try and smoke behind Matu and hope that Liquid engage on him with a a force that's not quite powerful enough. They're going to leave with the Fisher. I don't think they can follow. Oh, wow, the Zip.
Zip into a magic missile. They've got some lockdown, bud. Don't forget, Matu's got the Dragon Tail as well. Now another swap. They'll go in onto Insania. This Oracle is level 6. Not going to waste the false promise, though. Guaranteed dead. And that's 2 down for Liquid. All of a sudden, Nisha's hit level 10. He showed up. He's got a Kaya. Secret are back.
I was wondering what the plan was, because, like, how are you going to fall off that Fisher from so far away, and then suddenly it's just Nisha zipping through, didn't even smoke with them. It's like, yeah, I'm coming. I'll make it there eventually.
Look at this. You kill our stacks. We're coming into your jungle. We're finding your stacks. They're going to walk right by. But really thought Secret wanted that stack. I guess risky with the Monkey King back alive already.
We need that that first item for a couple of these Liquid heroes. They've stalled out a little, right? We need the Yules for the Void Spirit. We need the Echo Saver for Mickey, and then we just need that additional item of the Deso on Koikba. And Liquid are going to be feeling a lot better about this game.
Yeah. Oh, that Deso is very close, too. A couple hundred gold.
Puppy is queuing up a Veil. That's an interesting one.
Smoke now in the mid. You're going to go in onto Yapsor. This should be a pretty easy target. Taiga will take credit. Secret starting to rotate towards mid. Like they want to have some sort of reaction play.
Koikba went in.
Yes, he did. They're trying to focus down the bear, and they might be able to kill it.
There is a resummon, though. This is a little dangerous.
Tower now in deny range as Matu blinks forward. Dragon Tail onto Taiga. They want this kill. Will-O-Wisp to follow it up, but False Promise comes down. Taiga's still alive. Now the leash onto the
soul
storm.
bind.
Nisha going to be in trouble. Monkey King drops his ult, and Nisha goes down first. Now Matu locked in place, sustaining for now. They're going to try to turn onto Mickey, and they've got the stuns to lock him in place, and the damage to finish him off. It's a 1-for-1. Both mid laners down. Another blink forward. Matu with another catch. Knows Insania doesn't have the ulti, but they can't finish him in time. Now just pressure onto the tower. Pretty even fight, honestly. Looked really good for Liquid, but Secret held it together and kept their tier 1 alive.
Yeah, I thought that was going to go worse for Liquid until they hit that soulbind onto the two big targets of Matu and Nisha.
That is a resummon on the bear. Not much time left on that DK ult. Storm comes zipping in, finds Insania. Now once more, dives deeper onto Boxy. Has the damage? Not quite, it's there. Nisha.
Oh, not the bear, too. Oh, my God, dude. Nisha just got like 800 gold.
And that's the resummon. So that's 55 seconds. No bear and no Deso. He's got the Mithril Hammer on the actual Druid. Couldn't get it delivered in time to make the big item.
Stupendous.
That's brutal.
What a series of events there for Nisha. That is such a boost to his net worth. Even gets a bounty rune to top it all off as well. And then Liquid even a little worried. They actually scanned the Roche pit just because they're against Avenge, you know. Maybe a little worried that they might go for that because there's a Storm Spirit, but they have a ward vision there on Matu, so I guess his positioning could also signal that everyone else is in the pit.
Good old Storm Spirit, dude. The roller coaster that is Storm. 4-3-2. He's gone from getting shut down to shutting him down and back and forth a couple times, and now Bloodstone not that far away. Liquid looking for more, moving up to the high ground, and it's actually Secret on the hunt. They face check the high ground, and it's going to cost Taiga his life. Maybe even Boxy. He does get off the Dissimulate, and they don't want to dive it. Although the bear is back, and he's got the Desolator. Potential power spike for Liquid.
They're rapid with the Helm Creep. Centaur coming.
Stunned up. Storm zipping on in. Zipping across the way. They're going to find another. It's Mickey. Down comes Ignis, and they have stuns for days, Trent. Every single one of their heroes has some kind of disable, and you can feel it. They know this bear was just resummoned. They want to bring him down again, but they don't have the stun lock this time. Man, Secret have claimed control.
They're just so good at pushing people who are off balance, just the littlest bit. And they just, like, knock them all the way over, you know? It looks like they're just reeling a little, and then they just come through and absolutely shove you down like a couple of linebackers.
And again, just remarking at how easy they made it look. Like, look at that. Oh, maybe we'll see a fight here. Yapsor on the high ground, initiated on, but does have Zai nearby. It might be a tough fight for Secret. They're going to have to let the Shaker go. Although they do jump in. They make it a 1-for-1, but Mickey's ult flies. And now Zai will get left behind. That makes it a 2-for-1, favoring Liquid. Okay, a little sign of life for the Dire.
Dire's courier has
I mean, if YapzOr comes back and gets his Blink Dagger, him only dying twice is a pretty big victory on the path to that Blink Dagger. Because they were behind, and then he's playing as an Earthshaker that's going to have to sit in some side lane to farm up this Blink Dagger versus a Monkey King and a Void Spirit. It's like so hard to do that.
Liquid hanging around in enemy territory. Druid ult about to expire. Puppey does go down. An awkward fight in the river now, and it's not looking good for Secret. Nisha barely lives as he zips away.
Nice
now
job by
Matu completely surrounded, and he's going to get finished off. But
he jumped into the Aether Pole to save Nisha.
Ah, okay. Sacrificial action.
Yeah.
Looking for more, though. They're going to find YapzOr mid.
Radiant's middle tower.
Wow, what a game that we've got. Right before that engagement, I was going to say, look at the gold graph. Maybe still an interesting story. A true Loch Ness Monster style graph here was a 3K advantage for Liquid, swung back to a 3K advantage for Secret, and now we're about leveled out, less than 1,000 lead for Secret. We're back to even Steven.
And that kill on YapzOr is going to delay that Blink Dagger again, and now there's questions towards Liquid of, like, can you get into the pit? Like, maybe after these neutral items, they might consider it. They're taking that outpost first off. Yeah, get that gold. Insanity's actually going to find Zai. He puts a ward down. Zai just plays so confidently. He acts like there's 5 heroes behind him when they were still pretty far back.
Well, close enough. Nisha jumps in to grab the Oracle, and now these team fights look a little easier. Puppey does drop the Ignis, though, off the mark this time. They're trying to focus the bear. Grimstroke drops the ult. Spells now flying through. Nisha in big trouble. Stunned, trying to heal up. The Bloodstone, not enough. It's a 1 for 2 as Secret overcommit. Now Matu going to be on the run. Going to be a tall order to get out of this one. They use the Yules on the Boxy. Boxy's actually pretty low. It was his own self-Yules. Ponies don't connect. YapzOr on the low ground. Like, I'd love to make a dunk happen, but I don't think this is the play. And he backs out.
Roche. That would feel really good right now, I think.
4 dead on Secret. Man, it looked like Secret was going to run away with it, and now all of a sudden Liquid have matched their team fight. Some of it definitely showing with that Desolator on Koikva. His damage output, pretty scary right now.
Yeah, and they're just going to instantly rush for this top tower. I don't know, man. I would have been really tempted to Roche there without that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, dude.
It's a lot easier to see the
bear.
time that they have, though, from our point of view. It's much harder to make that call when you're playing the game.
Freebie on Insania. Yeah, you're totally right, but if you have a Desolator, I tend to lean into that camp of just go for it. You're going to kill Roche faster than you think. And also denying the Aegis from Storm is huge.
Yeah, that's the real big thing. Because Nisha's been playing like a madman already. He kind of plays like he has an Aegis.
Yeah.
Man, these soul bites have been so good from Taiga, by the way. Again, that's like the only reason they win that team fight. Because they're able to lash Nisha onto somebody. And just ruin his game. You can see them pinging so furiously, like, we need to kill the Storm Spirit. Everyone was just slamming it down.
Yeah.
Now the Basher's there from Koikva. So now they might even be able to kill Nisha without the leash, theoretically. If the bear can cooperate a bit.
Over here
Now a smoke play from Liquid as they all group up by the trees. There was some wards vision in behind the tower, so they might know about this. Matu's way up ahead, though.
Oh, fast blink. Boxy not going to find the catch.
YapzOr has blink here. They get Will-O-Wisp into Echo.
They'll go in on the Storm. They need some stun lock, though. Swap from Zai to try to make some space. Storm tethered, not going to be able to zip, but they will walk away. Puppey drops the Ignis. Now Matu reinitiates in onto Boxy, but out comes the Wukong's command. Won't be enough to save Boxy, but Matu in pretty far, trying to walk out of the circle, and he makes it, but gets bashed.
Oh, yeah,
Buyback
waiting.
from Boxy, trying to get back into this fight. Secret need to be a little careful, and they do back out. They don't want to fight against 6 heroes.
Good play by Secret, yeah. As you said, 6 heroes. Don't give them anything for that buyback on Boxy. That's going to slow down his Spirit Vessel significantly.
Yep.
Like 600 gold plus his death cost.
Referring to buybacks as additional heroes has been the only way I've been able to convince my pub teammates that buybacks are scary. Guys, think of it as a 7 versus 5. Oh, wow, you're right. I wouldn't fight that. Right, so let's back up. They bought back. Please. Makes sense, though, and Liquid, they're going to go right at it again. Boxy jumps in, Koikba gets the dash onto Zai. It's Matu that's getting focused, just now loses the Dragon form. Would seem that Liquid want to fight around the lack of cooldowns for Secret, but a little bit afraid to overcommit. Now Nisha going to jump back in. Nice Savage Roar into a dash, into a root. Nisha getting worked, but he does get out. Dunk from Yapzor on the low ground. Taiga takes the false promise. He'll be able to survive. Boxy on the way out, and they're going to grab Yapzor.
Yeah, that was a save my Storm Spirit Echo. He was just worried about the additional damage coming out onto Nisha. It was still a really good Echo, but I don't think it's exactly what he was waiting for this whole time.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the Storm just barely survives by the skin of his teeth. BKB then Aghanims for Nisha.
There were a lot of cooldowns gone, as you said. Like, the only thing they had pretty much was Echo. They didn't have Dragon Form. They didn't even have the Bloodstone, which is also really huge for the Storm Spirit. That's one of those ones, I don't know, at least I don't really think about it, like, in terms of having this giant cooldown, but if you see that thing get popped in a team fight, that's definitely one worth remembering.
Yo, it's 30% of max mana to health regen over 2 seconds. It's a pretty significant heal. It's like a good third of his HP. That's something, all right. Interesting play from Secret, though. They're going to move into the Roche Pit, and with Echo down, maybe this feels risky, but I guess trying to catch Liquid a little off guard. It does get scouted out. They did have a double damage rune.
I don't think Liquid play that well here. Like, in this area with their heroes, they need like a really good Ink Swell. Whereas
you got Wukong's command, though. That's pretty good around the pit.
It is, but Will-O-Wisp is just like auto cancel, one click button, no channel time, you know.
Stupendous.
Yep. I would rather have Willow if I had to choose, but and Liquid have some options, or they have an option rather.
I think Secret read this one. I mean, now they're gonna find the bear with the centaur. Do they know they're right behind them?
They do now. Boxy jumps in, counter initiated on. Oh, Boxy, he botches the initiation. Nisha does get stunned up, feared, but there's a Yule's Scepter. Can Nisha get out of this? Yes, he can.
What?
Zip up to the high ground. Coddle ult does come down, but not super effective. The BKB from Mickey works out well. Nisha now feared in towards them, does get brought down first. Matu front lines, drops the stun. Wants to find something here. False Promise is available, though, and Sania just walks away. Not looking like a good fight for Secret. Guy down pretty low. Matu still getting chased down by the bear. Puppy getting soloed by Boxy. It's all these little fights, and Secret are just getting ripped apart. Puppy loses his TP with the Yules. Zai now going to get focused down and brought down. That's 3 on the sideline for Puppy. For Secret.
Well, you know, it's all his show.
Puppy's team here, and now Yapzor, he's going to get caught. That's going to be a 4-for-1. Somehow Yapzor does manage to live. I guess they were short on damage.
Yeah, they had the Halberd still there from Matu as well if they committed too far. But
gotcha.
The reason that fight got so split up was because they tried to just let Koikva deal with the Dragonite. Because they all started focusing on Matu, and they're like, all right, this is taking way too long. And Boxy sees the 2 supports on the side, and it's like, I can just kill Puppy like so much faster than this. So then they start splitting up, so they stop committing to the DK, but you still have the bear like trying to hold them in place, so you've lost a lot of your damage for picking off these supports. Then it gets delayed, and then Insania ends up dying, so it wasn't the cleanest finish to that team fight, but still a victory nonetheless for Liquid. However, as the arrows from Insania are pointing out, guys, we still need to go back to the Roche Pit.
Yep. He's regenerating, almost back up to full health. A solid lead for Liquid, though. Biggest lead we've seen this game coming out at 27 minutes. They've got a nice amount of control. Tier 3 items getting farmed up.
Oh, Sliver for DK. Matu was already so annoying. I don't even know if he take... Yeah, he does take it. Okay.
Always feel good.
I like the Fairy Fire, though, actually. That's pretty good for Mickey. Honestly, Boxy could really use it, too, with the way he's been diving in.
I think... And a Greater Fairy Fire gets a bad rap because it's consumable, but with heroes like Oracle, I think that adds to your excitement for getting it picked up. Pretty damn good with False Promise.
Another smoke now from Liquid. No Radiant Vision directly where it happened. The bear's sitting next to an Arcane Rune, and he's going to snag it just as the Storm was zipping. Whew. Good stuff from Koikva. That would have been really bad. You do not want to fight a Storm Arcane.
Certainly not. Also, MKB going to be on the way for the bear. Still some farming to do, but Koikva going full out damage.
I'm really curious to see if Zai finishes out this Aghanims, because it's now the Fearing swap Aghanims. And it's looked okay in the games I've seen it. I think it makes more sense on the core Venge style compared to like the position 5 that's just trying to like save people from lasso. So you're going to be a little bit more like double targeting.
Does it fear where you cast from or where you land?
Where you land.
Yeah. Okay. Yule's onto the storm. Taunt. Nisha going to be in some big trouble here. Follow up silence. He's just dead. They go 1 for 1, but Oracle for Storm, not the trade that Secret wanted.
Dropping these charges.
Once again. Now towards the pit we go.
Oh, that's a nice grab there from Mickey. That was sick.
Swap from Zai. Gets Puppy up to the high ground, but BKB from Mickey will finish it off, and now Puppy is still done for.
If they only killed Puppy, that wouldn't be too amazing, but getting the Will-O-Wisp is the big thing, because now there's no threat of him like buying back and coming to the pit and chucking down the ulti or and helping the Storm Spirit get in there. Now they just need to concede the Roche over to the side of Liquid.
Yeah, I think you got to let this go.
This is a bit of a grudge match too, you know, like
Liquid beat Secret in the, I think it was the group stage of We Play, and they're obviously pretty amped up about it, but then I think
Secret 2-0'd them later on in the actual bracket portion, and there was some tweeting back and forth, you know, all good fun between the orgs, but, you know, Liquid were very pleased with themselves, obviously, for beating Secret, because that feels very good. And then Secret fired back a little bit when they took the victory the next time, and I think this is their 3rd meeting since then. So this is kind of like Game 3 of their little best of 3 of their series. You know?
I gotcha. The BO3 of the BO3s.
Yeah, this is a pretty, big game between these two orgs. Like, Liquid really want this one.
Yeah, oh, I feel like that's I mean, Secret are still that top contender that I think everybody's looking to take some wins off these guys, but I mean, it's nice to see this Liquid squad also steadily improve. You know, when they switched from Alliance to Liquid, there were some moments. I remember we watched them at some minors last year going, man, still can't close it out, huh?
What was that copy pass? I don't remember. It's something about Loda selling the team. I was like, Loda like hoodwinking Team Liquid. Do you remember that?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
But they've continued to improve, and they're just looking better and better.
Speaking of improving, by the way, shout out to Alliance. I know that they're actually S4. I was catching some of those games earlier here. S4 is looking kind of nice, guys. You know, he had some rough times as of late. Let's be real.
Break off the rust. Is
that
what you're saying?
He's getting looking like S4 again.
That's exciting. I like S4, man.
Oh, who doesn't? He's too nice.
But I went back, I think it might have been when I was writing or something, but I went back and looked at a bunch of Heroes of New Earth lobbies to try to remember stuff, and I realized, like, I cast a shitload of S4 games in Heroes of New Earth and didn't even know it. No idea who he was, no nothing. 10 years later, you go back and look and go, well, I'll be goddamned. I've known S4 much longer than I realized. He's an old...
a lot of Zai games, too.
Yes. See, I remember those. I remember when Zai, like, broke onto the scene because he was super, super young. He was, like, what, 14 or something? It was, at the time, that was crazy. S4 was too low profile.
Now look at him.
Now just look at him. He still doesn't speak.
Zai with the minus 2.75 second. Magic Missile cooldown. What's that put it down to now? 6.25. You need one of those cooldown items, too. Keep chucking that thing down.
Wicketing Charm, yeah. Also, the MKB is out on Koikva's Druid, so still maintaining that #1 net worth slot. He's a biggin.
Nice versus the evasion, too, of the DK. Boxy, are you going to commit for this?
Oh, I think so, but are they going to be able to get the counter kill? They will. In comes the Ignis, and MK also drops his ulti, but they do get Zai with a root. And Zai is definitely done for. That'll make this a 1-for-1. This time, an okay trade for Secret. Certainly better than that Oracle Storm they got last time.
Well, remember, that's into Aegis, so that feels pretty good, I think, if you're Secret. Now, you are going to lose this tower, either by deny or, by force. The Puppy tries to chuck it out. Oh, Matsu went in for it. Did you see that?
I did. Too bad the bear just chomped it, man. You have to stun the bear to find that one.
Now, Nisha does have a 10-second BKB, but I'm not expecting a big old dive here. I think you just, wait for the next tower push, dodge this Aegis.
Honestly, I think Nisha wants to wait for Ags before he goes completely Nectar. Look at that mid lane. It's just like, really, puppy? Really? Thanks for that.
Yeah. Aghanims, eh?
Puppy did go for the Veil. I know you mentioned it, and I kind of thought he just had it queued up, but he's got it. Why?
I mean, they have quite a bit of magic damage.
Yeah, what about all the other games we've cast over the last 2 weeks where they've had a lot of magic damage and nobody's considered a Veil?
I don't know, he rushed it down. Maybe because he was worried about pushing lanes out because the game was going bad at the start.
That's
I haven't looked at how
Blasting
the
creeps.
Illuminate scales now, but if I had to guess, it's probably pretty helpful.
Probably hit a breakpoint there.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under
But, I mean, you think about how he's playing these team fights, like, just chucking down the Veil is pretty crazy when you have Earthshaker, because it lasts a really long time. It lasts 16 seconds. Like,
that is a long time.
that's a lot of time
increase.
for the fight to just kind of keep going and still blast somebody down with an Echo Slam later.
I don't think Veil's a bad item by any stretch. I guess I would challenge it with, is this better than a Glimmer Cape?
Yeah, or a Force Staff or something, right? Like,
Yeah, Glimmer Force would be my first two of, that's a big opportunity cost. Although I also recognize I probably weight
Poppy,
Glimmer a
what
little
was
too
it? Did he
highly.
not realize he didn't have TP or something? Because he still let that fly.
I don't know what's
Oh,
happening
never mind.
down here.
No, that is his ward.
Dire's top tower is
Ah, okay,
under
yeah, I'm
attack.
not
Okay,
sure.
he uses the Ghost Scepter and then just flops over.
I think his ward vision was just shy of seeing the hero, and he was just going by the
Dire's
clock.
top tower has fallen.
I'm gonna guess that's the only logical explanation, but I wasn't really paying that much attention to the vision because it was. I just thought he wasn't gonna shoot it out.
Me either. I was thinking about Glimmer Cape. I was totally distracted. That's the Aegis reclaimed.
They might get this tower though, even though they've lost the Aegis, because they're in a very good spot for it. They know the
Radiant's
Coddle's
bottom
dead.
tower is under attack.
I wouldn't be that worried right now. And they're just gonna let the bear solo siege it. This is like the worst case scenario because they're basically committing nothing. I mean, to the
Radiant's
knowledge
bottom
of Secret, they're
tower
committing
has
nothing when in
fallen.
reality there were a bunch of heroes around. So Secret probably not exactly sure where these guys are, but Voxy's going to reveal himself in the mid lane, so now they'll have an idea of this exact rotation that they're going with. They also see Mickey underneath that ward. Zai's here with the swap. They'd have a Fissure. They'd have a Blink too. But Mickey is now gone.
I'm really stoked to see this Venge Aghanims come into play. I know he's had it for a while, but I want to see some impact.
The radius is 700. Okay, that's bigger than I thought, actually.
That is pretty big.
The best thing that I see with it is, like, potentially the Lone Druid, right? Like, messing around with Koikva's spacing with the bear. That seems to be what would be the best part of it. Like, you're already swapping it, but then to fear it as well, that thing is just going to be, like, gone. Oh, look at that with the Abyssal, though.
Bear jumps in. Yes, indeed. Stun onto Zai. Now he gets feared. Zai somehow still alive. I guess the Ignis helping him out quite a bit. Does get another tick.
Oh, Taiga's got the old dragon here, eh? Didn't even notice he had the Aghanims.
Yeah. Wow. I was wondering what that is, too. That's the Dark Portrait. That's a Grimstroke.
You'll get there.
I don't even want to tell you why my tongue's twisted on that one.
Oh, I get it.
There's
I know,
a
I already got you.
Valorant
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, I keep calling him Brimstroke. I've been doing it the other way. I fuck it up no matter which way I'm going. I'm serious. I did it yesterday. It was so embarrassing.
Not the craziest Ags game. I mean, I love the ability. I think Dark Portrait is extremely strong. It's really good versus Agi carries. It is pretty nice versus the DK for sure, because like all the attributes he's getting and everything.
Yeah. It's not bad. Oh, they're going to jump in onto Boxy. Now, Boxy did pick up an Eon Disc, so that's part of how he was able to live there. Zai walks up, gets feared. That'll be the end of that little engagement. Yeah, whenever I see the Dark Portrait, I always think of like Morphling.
Radiant's
You know,
top
that's
tower
the...
is under attack.
I mean, remember that Terribly game where they literally saved the game with Dark
Radiant's
Portrait?
top
That was
tower.
That's another
unbelievable.
good one. Yeah.
The solo-based defense Dark Portrait.
Yeah, that was one of the more impressive Grimstroke Aghanims.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You know, another thing that's nice is when we talk about the Veil and all the magic damage they have, but the Dark Portrait, of course, is magic immune. So you have to commit that physical damage to kill it. It is not easy for Secret to kill this thing without committing like the time of the DK or the Storm Spirit.
Radiant's top tower has
Oh,
fallen.
initiation though. Matu on the low ground. Zai up top. There's that fear on the Mickey. Secret reset things a little bit.
And man, Minotaur Horn there now too. Picked up by Boxy. So now he'll have the Aeon Disc and the Minotaur Horn. He needed something like that.
Yeah, that's real nice.
He's just playing so aggro this game, trying to set up good moments for Mickey and Koikva.
Radiant
And now a
are
DD rune
scared.
here as well. Roche, minute away, yeah.
DD Monkey, pretty scary. Still 8 seconds left on the BKB. They are going to jump in, though. Boxy down low. Aeon Disc, not available for another 10. Grimstroke, though, pops the ult. Now the Storm's locked down. Even through the
dead?
BKB, Nisha just dies. Now Matu going to be somewhat left behind, and he doesn't hit for much. They're going to try to chase him down. He does finish off Boxy, but still that double damage on Mickey.
Dude.
A little bit of time left.
He hit Nisha for 1,000.
Now the buyback from Nisha. This is a scary fight for Secret.
He slapped with that Echo Saber, and that's why Nisha's HP just died.
Through BKB. That'll do it. Now Koikva's Bear goes down. Resummon. There it is.
Oh man, they want this Roche to spawn right now, and they're gonna scout it. This is very good for Secret if they're gonna notice how early this spawns.
There he is.
All right, Zaya's insane. I can't believe they just did that. That is so good for potential buybacks to like make that risky play and go up there.
Wow. They got away with it just in time.
That could have been so much worse. I guess they know they're fighting into a team that's lost a lot of their ultimates too. Like there's not a lot of AoE threat at the moment, and Boxy's obviously dead, but damn, that was risky.
Zai with the unbridled confidence. The Witless Shaco comes out on the Monkey King. Oh, he sends it home. Okay.
That's still only their second as well, for both teams only have 2. So we need a little bit of a breather right now. See who's going to get the cooldown items. We got a Princess Knife found now for Nisha. He's going to instantly equip that for his jump-in potential.
That's pretty nice.
What is it, 1.5 seconds? Right?
Yep. On a 12-second cooldown. Does the projectile speed matter at all?
I don't know enough to say that it does. It doesn't really feel like it does. I guess there's moments where it's not going to hurt you, right? You know,
Well,
there's
yeah.
moments where they might not get a blink off or something because of it.
I'll give you that. It just seems like such a weird stat to have on that item.
Yeah.
Timeless Relic, though, gets picked up. Storm will be happy to grab that instead. Oh, top lane now. Maybe some initiation. Boxy jumps forward. Finds the Shaker. Ignis comes down, but it's a good dunk. Gets the kill onto Insania. Yapsor trying to live, and he actually does. Now getting healed back up thanks to the Purifying Flames. Taiga falls second. Buyback now from both supports on Liquid.
Man, that was some big brain stuff there from Zai. So instead of just trying to swap out Yapsor and basically sacrificing himself, he gets the vision further forward with the wave and swaps in a second hero. He brings the Oracle over to Yapsor, so even though Yapsor is still getting like chained up, now instead of Yapsor just like wasting his Echo Slam or something, he creates a better Echo. As now, did he get the Arcane Rune? He didn't.
Uh-oh. BKB from Nisha has to be used here. Remember, Nisha did buy back in 2 fights ago.
Yeah, and he bottled that Arcane Rune. Mickey couldn't stop him, so now they have Storm Arcane.
And a Storm Ags just now completed.
I've been wanting this.
And that's with the debuff, so it's a plus 25% duration on the pull.
Oh, shit.
And so if they try and roast right now, now there's no Echo for 65 seconds. Come put some pressure on the Liquid as they jump right in with Mickey.
Dude, they try to hop on the Puppy, but he's got an Eon Disc and a Ghost Scepter. I don't know if that's the target. Now Matu, perhaps in
Matu's dead.
trouble. No ultimate. Dragon Form not going to save him anyway. Nisha jumps in. Soulbind is there. And it leaps again. Nisha and Zai down. 115 seconds on that Storm Spirit. Hungry for more. Boxy jumps in onto Puppy. Ghost Scepter, Eon Disc, both used. Or Staff. Puppy's not going to live. Triple kill now for Mickey.
I did not think they were going to go back for Matu, because doesn't Matu have buyback? Yeah, Matu has buyback. I thought they were just going to back off and not go for the swaps and everything because of Nisha not having buyback, but instead they committed trying to turn the fight right then and there instead, and obviously that cost them very heavily.
Dude, Grimstroke is the hero, though. These Soulbinds have been the counter to Storm. We've seen it against Lycan a couple games, so obviously we know the power of the leash, but it just stops Storm dead in his tracks. All he can do is yell at his teammate to walk slowly next to him so they can try to get away. It's brutal.
Yeah, especially when they're committing the swaps to like first try and help out Matu, who's getting rooted up by the bear instead.
You can't use swap to break that tether at all, can you?
Yeah, you can save an ally. You can pull them away. As long as you've got pull the guy who's not the primary, right?
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Well, Secret getting run down now. Matu has the BKB. Miguel gets the false promise. They found that pick on Yapzor straight away. Still 30 seconds till Storm comes back. Buyback available on Puppey.
If you pull the primary guy, you gotta just hope you're not swapping him next to someone else.
Yeah, that's
Radiant's middle barracks.
that's a fair point.
But overall, like, it's a pretty good counter to Grimstroke as far as counters go, because there's simply not many, right?
Yeah, and I guess we see the Venge so seldom that you kind of forget about it as a potential counterplay because she feels not like a hero in a lot of drafts. The repair kit going to come in handy for Secret, trying to keep this tier 3 alive. Puppey with the blind, that Koikba bear doing everything that it can. Repair kit's so annoying in these scenarios, but still a tall order for Secret. Nisha's back up, jumps out for the catch onto Mickey. They did sheep him for a second there, and that's the Aegis. They're going to grab another. It's Insania. False Promise on cooldown. Mickey's BKB available. There's the Wukong. Swap, though, from Venge. Zai, that was...
Affirmative. I think he thought he was going to swap him out of the ulti and didn't realize he was 25. Like, as it was forming, you know what I mean? And then it suddenly just dropped down and was, like, way longer. I'm not sure. That's kind of what it looked like to me, at least.
The additional Wukong's ring. Yeah. A little awkward there.
An afternoon
Secret lose one lane of barracks. Now a 14k net worth favor. Pretty significant. Dota Plus says 85% for Liquid right now.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I haven't been feeling the Aghanims on the Avenge, I'm not going to lie.
No, it doesn't really feel like it's done much. Though I'm also hard-pressed to really suggest another item that would change the state of affairs for Venge.
I mean, do they have a Spirit Vessel? That's
Okay.
a pretty good item.
That's a good suggestion. I
mean, it's an Oracle, but it's still an amazing item overall, you know?
I mean, you're not wrong. Just straight up going auras could have been a play. Like, they don't have a Vlad's. DK went for the AC.
It's like, I can kind of see... Like, I can understand how you can think like there'd be so many good moments where it would work, but I feel like every time he's swapping, it's just like a single ally who... Maybe he gets a fear on, like, one guy? I don't know. I've just been trying to pay attention to see, like, how worth it is. I like the theoretical concept of it versus the bear, because I can see how that sounds really good.
Yeah, almost like Vlad's Force could have been an option, but yeah, I don't think this game's really on Zai, no matter how you slice it.
I don't think so.
The Ninja Gear is not bad on Venge, though. It's a cool little item. This Grimstroke, though, dude, Taiga is rolling. He's got a Spell Prism and a Minotaur Horn, and he's like, I'm just going to hang on to both. I'm just going to toggle my backpack a little bit there. Gonna get the cooldown reduction for the Soulbind.
He's not even thinking about, like, a Scythe or something. I guess he's just never going to reach there, he's thinking.
I think they're realizing, like, dude, you just need to live and get the ult off on Storm.
Yeah.
And now Puppey does drop the ultimate for this. He's got an Eon Disc of his own. A little bit of time for Secret to make the rotation. Ignis about to expire, and Matu not going to be able to get there in time.
Now Taiga's got his dragon. Chasing Yapzor, just zoning him back for chase. They're actually going to kill him.
It does, dude. Mickey's just going to jump in. It serves as vision in the back line, and it has a slow. Dark Portrait is pretty legit, dude.
It's so strong versus supports. To just run it at the supports, like, what can you do when it's spell immune? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is a Shaker gonna do?
You're not winning that right-click battle.
Radiant's bottom tower is
and why does it get plus 30% move speed? Like, when that DK is already so fast.
You're right. It does get 30% movement speed. Oh, Storm stunned up. stunned again. Soulbind. Nisha's just done. Does have a buyback. This is looking tough for Secret. That's going to be another lane of barracks now. Liquid one step away from taking game one in this group stage best of 3. A hell of an opener for this series. Now they jump in. Zai, he's the first target. Silence brought down. They force the buyback from Nisha. Big Vortex connects on 3. Follow-up dunk. This might be the deep fight they were waiting for. BKBs get popped. Nisha alive. Swap from Zai. They're going to try to chase down Mickey. No more BKB. Now the stun train has arrived. They're going to make it 3. And they're still hunting. They want more. Boxy in the trees. Interrupted. Neon Disc is there, but without a TP, there will be no escape. That's going to be 4 down on the side of Liquid. Secret are down, but they're not out yet.
Haste!
My man! My man!
How did we get here?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Venge and Storm buyback.
Yeah, I mean, Storm buyback is a hell of a drug, I guess.
I mean, it was maybe a slight overcommitment, but it was the Storm buyback and the Ags on the Vortex, dude. That was a 3-hero black hole into Echo Slam. They finally just hit the combo. And I think this is coming down to, is Grimstroke going to be able to soulbind the Storm? If yes, Liquid win. If no, Liquid lose. That's kind of how these team fights have been unfolding.
Now Secret have to think about their positioning right now, though, because they're missing the Echo Slam. They're still playing very forward. They want another just grab. Like, Nisha's even like hopping high ground, killing creep waves, trying to see if there's someone around.
I think they know they have to force buybacks here. They have to do something. This is still a pretty tall order. 2 lanes of barracks down. Secret not going to get any real counter pressure onto the structures. Just some chip damage on tier 3s and no buybacks forced. That hurts.
It does. It's also still a minute away from the first potential Roche.
It was over before it started.
You die.
But
Yet
what have they changed though with that big kill? I mean, obviously there must be some bigger items now that are gonna be possible, right? Like, I mean, I'm not sure what's happening with this Demon Edge. I'm gonna have to guess that you know, Matu, has he completed the rest of it? Or whatever he's buying? Is it his Daedalus? I think I saw that queued up earlier.
Oh.
Or is it the good stuff?
I'm getting a second wind.
This next Roche will absolutely be key.
Oh yeah, it's a Daedalus, so Matu's got that coming.
Yappy's got a Shadow Blade. Tell me how much that matters.
It's just all about the jump, right? Just another item to try and get him good Echo Slams. Just everything to enable his spells. Definitely matters a lot. They've been pretty good on the vision on the side of Liquid, but until now, I don't even think there's a glimmer on the Radiant still, right? So they're probably not carrying that many sentries, and I don't think they have a gem either. So being your first like invisibility item at this point in the game is going to be really nice for them. They're not going to be ready for like looking to Yapsor like that.
Right. A lot of Eon discs though, and
that is true. That's a very good counter.
Grimstroke though actually switching it up. Did not go for the Eon disc, holding 3k gold.
What happens if you have Octarine Core and Spell Prism?
Well, you get extra cooldown reduction.
Yeah, I know, but with his items, I mean. That's going to be kind of crazy. Like, with Dark Portrait, that'll move it from 35 down 20%. And down another 25% too.
I don't know how the math works now, but I know it's not straight additive.
I wonder if you get 2.
You might have...
I wonder if he can cut it down 20 seconds.
No, that's too much.
I'm going to guess
like
it's probably one of the ones that goes away, too, when you summon another one. But I've never seen a refresher ink portrait, so I don't actually know.
Yeah, I've never seen that either.
Let's see. I'll Google it, guys. I'm on it.
No, I know they changed the cooldown reduction stuff to be somehow multiplicative. Uh-oh, Boxy, he's going to get initiated on. This could start a big fight. Storm zipping in the back line. Right now, Liquid very spread out. It seems to be favoring Secret. They find Insania, but now it's the Venge that's locked down, rooted and feared. That's going to be a 1-for-0 to start things off, and now they're going to pursue. Soulbind comes down, but Yapsor with the dunk finds the counter kill onto Mickey. The damage is there, and now they want Boxy. Stuns galore. He gets crit on down as Matsu gets another kill. That's a double for this DK with his fresh Daedalus.
They still have the outpost, but they're not buying back yet on Liquid. Are they going to be able to get vision in the pit? I don't know if that stroke saw. There we go. Now he's going to see the Roches in there. Obviously, Secret well aware of the illusion, too.
This Storm Lincoln's is going to be huge. Trent, how does Lincoln's work with Soulbind if you're not the primary person? Like, if he
doesn't do anything.
Okay, so it's only if he casts it on you as primary.
Yeah.
If you walk next to somebody that's soulbound and he's looking for a tether, the Lincoln's is useless. Okay.
Yeah. But obviously, you want the Storm to be the main target because of the swapping issue.
Yeah, okay. I got you. Interesting. So this Venge might actually... It might get to this point where the counter pick against Grimstroke is going to come into play.
Man, the old Venge Eggs was so much better. And you could use your spells and stuff when you were dead.
Oh, yeah.
That one was actually hype. I thought that was a cool, like, lore-based one. It was kind of broken, though. It had, like, a crazy win rate in pubs.
Yeah. It was very Wraith King Eggs-esque.
It was just, like, bad to kill Venge.
Yeah, it allowed you to do weird stuff with Venge, where you're putting yourself in this position where you're kind of happy if you die, because then you can just keep casting your spells. It's an odd... Kind of breaks down that whole risk-reward ratio return with positioning, you know?
Yeah. Oh, mid lane the jump on the box. You remember he just bought back.
He does have the Eon Disc, though. That gives him the reset that he needs. Always forget that Eon Disc doesn't just save you that first time, but then you get a 2.5 second buff that gives you 75% status resistance. So it's a pretty good window to try and survive if that gets procced.
Huh, that's an interesting scan to do. Because, like, they know they were just there, right? But the reason you scan there is you maybe wonder if they just did that big smoke around again, right?
I mean, we are even on net worth, so absolutely. We're at that point where the next team fight is going to be pretty darn telling, whether it's Roche or High Ground, Aegis, Cheese, and Ag's Blessing.
Yeah, buildings do not matter right now. It's just buybacks.
But, 55 minutes, this is the point where one bad team fight could cost you the game on either side.
Nisha needs this Lincoln to be huge. He's died so many times.
Midding, and here it is. Secret jump in, but the bear destroying Zai. No buyback available there, and it's going to be a 5v4 around the pit.
That's the big save they need for the potential Soulbind. Nisha even has the gem right now. He needs that space when he dives in.
They're trying to eye this up. Now the Hex from Storm as he jumps in onto Boxy. Boxy lives through it. Secret just trying to slow down this Roche for now. DK may be caught. Will the follow-up be there? Boxy coming back in. The DK is very tanky. Pops the BKB, now starting to return damage. Nisha with the Vortex, but Soulbind flies through. Looking like a rough fight for Secret as they start to retreat.
He echoed Quake on Taiga, but it wasn't enough damage. The two of them still survived despite being in the Mud Golem pit. Now the rundown.
Beard pulled back the other way with the Remnant. There's his Eon Disc. Puppy running out of cooldown. Another blind. Another fissure. This Coddle trying to make the great escape, but it will not work. Now another 2 hero plus Bear Vortex. No follow-up there and a buyback from Puppy. Another good fight for Liquid.
Batu wants the bear, though, and they do get it. So that's going to be forcing out a summon. That's going to be a potential 2 minutes now if they can get this bear.
Jump forward. Another fight breaks out. Vortex on 2. Yapsaur still alive as he makes it back. BKB popped by Mickey, the Elder Dragon.
Oh, everything on Matu.
Again. Matu not going to live through this. The bear just does too much damage. There's the buyback from Matu now. Liquid getting big gains from these engagements.
This is just getting absurd how long things are taking. It's still 40 seconds for another Echo Slam, though. 20 seconds for another Will-O-Wisp. And Taiga still holds that Soulbind. He has just been locked on keeping that thing for Storm. They send Zai right in.
All right, a bold maneuver as he walks back into the Resonant Pulse. Zai going to be in some trouble. Stick charges, has another swap, but there's the Wukong's command. Storm jumps onto the backside, grabs 2 or 3 with the Vortex.
He's got a slot open. He wants that Aegis.
Cheese, the synth, any of it would be good. Nisha jumps in now. Secret trying to finish off Roche, and they might get it. The Aegis is too much. They've gotten it. Aegis goes to Matu, though the Roche kill actually goes to the Dire. Now Boxy saved by the Eon Disc. They won't be able to save Insania. Things have quickly turned, and now it's Liquid. They're going to have to fight a 4v5. Long-range zip from Nisha, looking for more. Mickey, oh no, he jumps down just at the wrong time. Gets Hex, tree gets broken. Nisha's going to find him, and this Monkey King should be dead. Does have a BKB, but they're going to chain lock him. Can they kill him in time before the BKB? And they do.
Oh my god.
2 down, no buyback on the side of Liquid.
Oh, it's 90 seconds. It's like exactly when the bounty runs come back too, so they can't even, he's so close to buyback. He's like 230 gold away.
Oh, they've got creeps in the top lane. Secret can actually make a push here. Puppy's going to stay back. He'll defend thanks to the Veil. He can slam out these waves, no problem. He's also picked up BOTs now, so he can rejoin the party. 75 seconds.
Over here now.
Oh man, is it enough to just end it? 70 seconds of no Monkey King. I mean, the creeps are just dying. They're going back for outposts. It looks like Secret are not committing for just like GGing right now. They're still feeling like they can take the next fight.
Okay. I mean,
they also don't know.
Roche,
they also assume that he is buyback, right? That's a pretty big thing.
True. I mean, forcing it is also big, but they did walk away with all the spoils, and it is DK that got that Ag's blessing. So now you've got to deal with the Black Drake.
Well, and also the Dark Portrait of it, too.
That is a good point, yes. But
yeah, I'd rather have the real thing.
Yeah, but no, you do make a good point, though. Like, makes you wonder a little bit. I guess they already have a lot of Ags out, so unless you want to give it to the Shaker, not a lot of options. Matu pops the BKB, and there's the Black Drake Portrait in the back line.
Good use
and they'll just try to click it down. At least it does die relatively quickly. Matsu gets that tier 3 tower, but 10 seconds on respawns. They're just going to back up. Secret not eager to overcommit right now. By the way, Puppy is like mega farmed. I guess blasting out these waves will have that effect on you, but
yeah,
like he's more farmed than some of the cores. Like he's right up there at 20k net worth.
It's him and Tiger doing the exact same thing, right? Tiger's also jumped over Boxy.
Yep.
He's got 293 last hits on the Coddle and 192 on the Grimstroke. Oh, baby. I have not seen a Fallen Sky in so long. Let's go.
Here we go. Is this item actually good?
Oh, Book of the Dead, too? I didn't even realize we're closing on 60 minutes. Oh.
Dude, it's game 1, 60 minutes today, bud.
She's a good one. Is Fallen Sky even good? Yeah, it's good. I mean, if you have to use a Blink anyway, it's just better Blink, right?
Is it straight up?
It's better in every single way.
Okay, yeah.
It even has 400 more range than normal Blink.
Okay, yeah, you've convinced me. It's
plus it takes your neutral item slot instead, which is pretty hype. All right, guys, what is the most broken item that they need here? I mean, obviously, there's always the Apex. The primary attribute can be pretty crazy, although it's not as good as it used to be. Obviously, with the changes,
no, it's
right?
just straight stats now, not percentage. So
well, that plus like the idea of like Spell Amp, for example, for, like Storm Spirit.
Right.
Like it used to be way better.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know if you want it anymore. Oh, who got the Trident? Oh, you poor bastards. The Radiant got the Trident. Ah, that's unfortunate.
I really think the Trident just needs to be an item. I think it should not be a tier item. It just needs to be an expensive late-game item that you can buy. Nobody's going to buy it anyway, but it's like the dice roll of, oh, we got the useless tier 5 item. Congrats.
Yeah, it's not great.
I've never seen it ever in a single game.
I think I saw Adusa buy it when it first came out.
Adusa is the only hero I've ever heard theory crafted that it's actually good on.
It just sucks that you have to pay for it. Like, I just cut it down by 30% and just give it as an item or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's a cool concept because everyone always wanted to make the 3 of them together, right? You know?
Yeah, that's why I think it should just be an item. You know, it doesn't have to be a... Let it be. We have plenty of niche items out there, you know?
I hear you.
Oh, now this is a good one, bud. The Mirror Shield. This is going to come out for Liquid. It is 20 stats, and
why does
kind
it
of
get
like
20 stats?
it's like a Lincoln's Lotus, as if they had a baby and then came together, and that baby had superpowers. You block and reflect most spells every 8 seconds.
How
Crazy
good is
short
this
cooldown.
game though? It's not particularly. It's like basically just the Venge and the DK, right?
Sounds pretty fucking good against Electric Vortex to me.
Well, sounds like it doesn't fucking work there, Bugs. He's got Naganims.
Well, oh yeah, you're right. Damn. For a moment, I thought Vortex was one of those you targeted on somebody and then it's everyone around him, but it's just an AoE on the ground. You're right. Uh-oh, Zai, there's the Soulbind. They don't save it for the Storm. Is this going to come back to cost them? They get a quick pick on Zai, so seems worth. Again, no buyback available on the Venge, and they'll kill the illusion.
No, you're right. It's good before the Aghanim's, but then the Aghanim's changes.
Yeah, the Ags ruins it. Okay.
Yeah. That was like the
I don't
that was
know.
the old Lincoln's counter.
It's like Dragon Tail, Magic Missile. You got a couple single target key stuns, but I'll concede. Not as god tier as I first thought.
I'm thinking Matu probably wishes he didn't have a Fallen Sky out, considering he just bought a Rapier, though. There's probably some better items to scale with that, but they didn't really
the
get
Apex
any
is
right-click
really
items.
good on DK.
Sorry, what is?
The Apex is really good on DK.
Yeah.
We were talking about it in the context of Storm, but he's one of the dream carriers.
I don't know. Again, it's just not nearly as good as it used to be. It was completely broken because of the idea of like getting all the bonuses. Even after they changed it from percent to flat, like now I just don't even know how great it is. It's basically just right-click damage now. And HP, obviously, if it's strength, but it's just, I don't know.
I've certainly heard about it talked about much less. All right, and they got the Force Boots. That was the other item for Secret. And Liquid, they got the Ballista. That's one that they're not using right now.
All right, so let's see here. So with the Black Dragon, he gets his free pathing, he gets his magic resistance, and then now currently he has a 60 attack speed bonus. He has a movement speed of 60%, and he's 150% damage splash with his Rapier Daedalus Satanic build. That's pretty good.
We're about to see if DK can roleplay as a late game carry. This is like the ultimate test. Rapier in hand, smoke from Secret, Liquid starting to move in. Puppy walks up to the high ground, gets down a ward, kind of face checks things. Storm jumps on the back line. He wants the Grimstroke. Can't finish him off, but Yapzor jumps in with the dunk. They've got him. That's a buyback, though. Yapzor does pay with his life. He buys back also. Insania survives. False Promise has been used. Down to a very short cooldown of 25 seconds, though.
Liquid are regrouping, too. They're holding back. Mickey just, like, keeping the ulti, prepping, and they basically just traded Echo Slam for a buyback now on a Grimstroke. Not exactly ideal, especially if Liquid can now punish.
Yeah.
Because they also had to buy back on the Shaker, too.
Wow, his Liquid supports scale so well. We don't talk about Oracle in the late game very often. He's about to hit 25.
And this is that new Oracle with that level 20 talent that kind of kept him relevant lately.
25-second cooldown on False Promise. That is hard to deal with.
Yeah. He can send this Book of the Dead just down the lane, honestly, if they just want to keep forcing this fight here.
The Book of the Dead's good for that. It pushes strikingly fast. Oh, Foxy as Matu jumps in with the blink. The Fallen Sky at work. Zai now jumps in. False Promise used on himself from Insania. Another spread out fight. Not looking great for Liquid, but if they can get out of dodge here, big cooldowns have been used. They pop Insania. Now Zai up in no man's land. Look for the swap down. Grabs Nisha.
Did he
That's
just
not
kill
the
him?
target. Oh no, now the Soulbind comes. Zai. Oh no, the Storm's down for 120. Has
But
the
look at
buyback,
Matu,
though.
dude.
They get the die back now onto the Grimstroke. Now Storm buys back. They're going to kill Boxy. Meanwhile, in the top lane, though, are the Books of the Dead going to the work? No, it's just Koikba. He's got the Megas. Oh, that's one bad bear, Trent.
Koikba and the Necros doing it together. And, the bear
Try to chase down the bear. I think they'll get it.
Oh, no.
The Yapzor DCs. That's a bummer.
Damn, he's like in the middle of the map too with like blink and stuff, so hopefully he wasn't gone for too long.
Dude, these fights have been absolutely insane. It's like, I get why they want to gank the Grimstroke. They shut him down, but it costs an Echo. And then the Storm dies from I think I would call that a misplay from Zai. I think of all the targets to swap there, Storm is the worst choice.
Yeah, but you got to assume that, like, he's going to get... Like, what are the odds that when you swap him in, he's going to get soul binded? I don't know. I can see it. He's, like, the most likely guy to get out at the same time, you know?
Yeah, but you know, like, they've only soul binded him. He's been, like, 90% of the soul binds. You know that
Lincoln's
Tyga's
and Cheese, to be fair. And he had Bloodstone.
Yeah, all right. That's a lot of things are stacking up to make it seem like Nisha could have lived there. You're not wrong. I guess anyone else he swaps in is 100% dead. Storm at least has an quote unquote an out, right?
Yeah. I mean, shouldn't he just let himself die though? Maybe. You're not exactly the most valuable ally.
That is a fair assessment there. Yeah, things have shifted, right? It feels like we're getting into a position 3 coddle, and this is now just a support vengeful spirit. So in that regard, absolutely. But it swings back the other way where Secret get the dieback on Grimstroke. So now it's sort of this, Nisha, you've got 100 seconds of no Grimstroke. Let's buy back and cripple them.
They might just go for the end here with the megas. Yeah. Like, I mean, most mega comebacks happen right after they're taken, right? The other team overcommits to get the megas, and then they've spent too many resources for the defense.
Right. So now, like, technically, they're going to have a 4v5 for 90 seconds where they could just try to all in.
If they get they have enough time to Roche too, because like everyone just does it so fast at this point that theoretically
Oh my god.
They could Roche, and he just bought his Kaya back, dude. Well, I mean, obviously he still has all the Bloodstone, but he's getting the Trident. Let's go. I think he got them all.
Oh my god. Are we going to actually see it? There's a resummon on the bear. This is going to be my first Trident game, Trent.
It's on the way. It's on the courier. The Trident. Wow. Look at this thing, guys.
Has arrived.
30 strength, 30 agi, 30 int, 30% status resistance.
You know, we're talking about Deuce. I guess it's not bad on Storm. Like, he likes most of these stats. I guess the agi is kind of the only thing that you don't really care about.
Well, the part that's kind of crazy is that the spell amp is, like, insanely valuable now that you've lost all of it from your int. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's a way to look at it. Yeah,
like, Like, the spell amp's so expensive now.
It's harder to
another
get.
reason why the Veil's better.
Dude, this is pretty cool. I mean, it is in that extra neutral slot, and that adds a lot of value to it. So maybe if it was just a regular item, actually nobody would buy it. But in this case,
30% mana loss reduction? That sounds kind of crazy. I mean, that's one of the reasons why it's so broken on Medusa. But on a Storm, you know. Usually the problem is just, like, opportunity cost. Like, what else could you have bought? But, oh no, not Yappy again.
Ruh-roh. That's
Yappy
a little
Hot 4, what's going on, buddy?
Reset that old router, bud. Find those lost packets. I mean, 30% status resistance is no slouch either. Well, I don't know, dude. The more I'm looking at the Trident, I'm starting to think that maybe it's criminally underloved.
Nah, it's too expensive. You have to remember, like.
So you think this should come with like a discount voucher kind of deal, where like, yeah, we got the Trident recipe, and now all the Ashas are a little cheaper.
I think for its strength, it's fine for what it is. It's just that the problem is that everything else is free. So, like, there's games where you can't afford it. This is the perfect kind of game where it's like stalling out a little bit, where it's kind of nice to have a giant thing to sink your gold into instead of walking around with 9,000 gold, which does happen in games, right? Yeah. So maybe it's okay that we have that. It's just that probably in the majority of games, you really want that, like, I need an item that's really good right now, and you got to try it that you can't afford. You know?
Okay, I see what you mean. So it is the definition of situational tier 5 item. That's pretty much what we've come down to.
And I feel like
situationally, this thing's god tier.
Yeah, tier 5's not where I really want situational. You know, I want to like help me. Tier 1, okay, cool. You know,
hey, it's better than the pirate hat. All right, I'll give you that one.
I don't know, 150 attack speed, dude. Imagine this DK with another 150 attack speed.
Yeah. He needs his Blink Dagger, though. I don't know. I think Fallen Sky might actually be the best choice for DK. He's got really 50 regen right now, dude. It's also got 15 HP regen on it. Fallen Sky is,
you know.
I think you're right, though. If Fallen Sky didn't just straight up replace Blink Dagger, it wouldn't feel that good. But when you get to 60 minutes, there are a lot of heroes where you feel stuck in these slots, and the Blink, you still need it, but you kind of wish that you could replace it for something else. And now, I mean, DK, I'd rather have the Fallen Sky, and then you can buy a Moon Shard.
I actually forgot that it's 10 mana regen, too. That's crazy. Like, that his mana regen before was 4.5.
Now it's 14. Yeah. Now, obviously, the Pirate Hat's way more attack speed than the Moon Shard, but Fallen Sky plus Moonshard feels like a much better combo because you can't ever buff your Blink Dagger else.
You know, Fallen Sky was like Trident when it first dropped. You had to combine a Meteor Hammer and a Blink Dagger. You just got a recipe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, that's like the first patch.
Because so many heroes buy both Blink Dagger and Meteor Hammer.
It's literally just Treant.
It's such a value upgrade. Now at least you get the money back for selling the Blink. And that's something.
I've been wanting this.
All right, well, hopefully Yapstar won't have any trouble. I'd hate to see this game go down because he's having connection issues.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
I mean, this has turned into a really epic game. You look at that gold graph, and they killed a bear down bottom. That's a little pick-me-up. But it's been as much as a 15K net worth lead for Liquid, and it's now back up to nearly 10K for Secret. And Dota Plus doesn't know what the hell is going on. Mega creeps
oh my God, where
on
is
the
it?
side of Secret, but it's about 40% in favor of Secret to win because you've got Storm, who can do what he just did up top to push out waves. That's pretty good. And you got DK with a Rapier. So one of these classic, like, yeah, you got our Megas, but now how do you end the game? And it feels like Liquid don't really have a great incentive to try to go throne and push tier 4s. And obviously Secret have to focus on keeping the creep waves pushed out, so they can't really go for smokes or super aggro plays. We got a real proper stalemate here, Trent.
Look at this bear. I mean, first of all, look at the Lone Druid hero. He has Brown Boots, Aghanim's, and Philosopher's Stone. And this bear is running around the map with a Book of the Dead 3. Yeah, so it's on the hunt. Did he get past the Necros, or was he spotted, I wonder? Let's say he got past him because Koik was going to TP the bear out. Oh, Yapzor, no!
This is starting to look like a legitimate connection problem here. This is scary for Secret. I mean, during lockdown times, I think we've all experienced it. The infrastructure around the world is being tested to its limits. All of us are at home using the internet, watching Twitch, downloading movies, all the other things we shouldn't be doing on the internet. Oh, no. I hope he can find his package, Trent. Kick Taiga and play 4v4.
I think that's a pretty good trade for Secret, honestly.
I think so, too. You get rid of the Dark Portrait. I think this game gets a lot easier. Sorry, Yappy.
Sorry, should have jumped on that, man. But like, deal. Gentleman's agreement.
What would be even funnier is if Secret agreed, and then the admins are sitting here scratching their heads like, oh, fuck, this isn't in the rules. Oh, God. Are we allowed to do this?
You know, I had to laugh. I saw Heyoka tweeted recently. Fun fact, our rules explicitly do not forbid a dog from participating in DreamHack events to allow an Airbud type scenario.
Hey, guys, I'm just putting this out there. If you want to make Airbud come true, let us know because we're willing to film it.
If you got a dog that can pop some skulls or hit some creeps, send him our way.
Airbud type scenario. I forgot about that movie franchise. Oh,
that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I loved that movie because I was obsessed with basketball.
How did they train the dog to play basketball?
It was just naturally good at basketball. He wasn't really trained.
Wow, what a gold mine.
Yeah, he just like threw the ball in the air and the dog would bop it up with his nose. There's that one iconic scene where the kid's just like, go away! He's like trying to get the dog to leave. Go watch some Airbud, guys. It's a terrible movie.
That's a good lockdown 90s feel-good movie.
I mean, kind of feel good. Except the dog's like whooping everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, there's probably some animal abuse to film that shit. It's probably not a feel-good movie.
Just the
Last night
we
watched The Cable Guy. Talk about feel-good 90s movies. What a weird flick.
That was a weird movie.
Funny, but weird. Well, the stalemate continues. 70 minutes. Secret are continuing to further their net worth lead, which means nothing. 10K, 20K, yeah, they already got megas. What is the out for Liquid here? Like, do you go for a smoke and just try to pick somebody off? Like, you know that Secret are just moving as this death ball because you know that they know your way to win this is to get a pick off. So, again, I genuinely don't know what you do here if you're Liquid. Like,
you buy more items.
Yeah, you're tempted to fall into the trap of, well, guys, we're in a great advantage here, so We got to wait for them to make a mistake. And
You have watched this team before, right? They
God,
they lean
I know.
back.
I know.
All the way back. They find that little bar on the gamer chair. They put that thing all the way back, horizontal. Boxy can't even see his screen right now. He's just clicking randomly across the map while he farms the Aghanims.
Yeah, this is the team of infinite patience.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's correlation with Swedish culture and high levels of patience, but these guys, they have raised the bar in terms of holding out long games.
Oh, yeah. Hunt down that helm creep. Get him, Boxy. This is
It's
the most
interesting.
exciting action we're going to get for the next 10 minutes, guys. Oh! Mickey with the kill. 200 gold on that helm creep.
Oh!
Thanks for the rapier gold, nerd.
It's also interesting that they both have
Oh, Matu!
Books of the Dead.
The fallen sky onto the haste rune. I feel like I always see Book of the Dead, like every game that goes 60 minutes.
Anecdotally, I feel the same. Certainly from games I've played, I feel like I've gotten Book of the Dead every single time I've gotten to tier 5 items. It's weird. I like it though. It's pretty good. It's great in these scenarios. Like it helps you push out waves very easily. Kato can blast, summon the book, send them down the lane, and they'll push out decently far.
So they're trying to bait the bear here again. This is pretty nice. This is like the best play they can make. Oh, but you put the ward down on the observer sentry.
Oh, the ward.
That'll get you. You know, they weren't actually
bastard.
sure where they were either. I don't think, because they scanned a little bit further ahead.
All right, here it comes. Liquid, posturing like they want to make a push. Sending in the Book of the Dead to scout. Matu with the Fallen Sky to counter.
Epic,
And
dude. Thank you.
the DK will clean it up. All right, how about this, Trent? We've got
Lay it on
3
me, dude.
level 29 heroes. Are there any level 30s that hit a pretty nasty breakpoint?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Anything
I mean, I
to look
guess
out for?
Storms is kind of cool, right? Because no one ever takes the Overload Pierce's immunity, but now he's going to have it.
It's a little something.
And he gets 325 health. I mean, that's kind of cool. Just like getting your other 15 talent, too. That's nice.
Woo! Yeah. DK is pretty nice. He's going to get a lot more HP. He'll get 350 and the 20 strength.
Holy shit.
Not to mention the Dragon Blood.
Oh my god, dude. He is going to have so... He's going to be so tanky.
He's going to go from pretty tanky to Omega tanky. And what about Monkey King? And I guess his aren't particularly exciting.
The armor is kind of cool versus this, like, DK. It's, like, splashing a bunch of right-click damage.
Yeah. It certainly helps, but...
Yeah, it's 100 armor, dude. That's such a comical amount of armor.
Yeah. How much does that change his reduction to? Because it's one of the, like, armor has that... Is it diminishing returns for each additional armor point? Something like that? So, like, he already has 66% physical resistance. I wonder how much plus 100 armor takes him up to. Is it like 80%
It's going to
or
be like
85?
89 or 90, 94 or something stupid, I'm sure. That's a lot of armor. Like, plus 100?
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's like a Nyx level. What was his? Is it
100
150 agi? 100 agi? That's
yeah,
it.
it needs to be 150. That's what they need to buff it to, and then someone will take it.
I mean, well, his other talent is so good, isn't it? The unobstructed pathing in
Yes.
Vendetta.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't. You can make it 300 agi, and I don't know that I take it. Matsu mid lane. He gets swapped out by Zai. This is gonna end up being a bait, but who's gonna win the battle? Boxy. He gets stunned up. Now the false promise will keep him alive. Mickey has a double damage.
Dude, he swapped
this is not
way
the fight
in.
that Secret want to take, but he's also got Astral Step to simulate another Astral Step. Is he gonna pop? Dual Scepter, false promise? No, can't save him. Boxy's down. It's a false promise indeed, and they get the bear. Big stuff for Secret.
Yeah, huge. That's, I don't know. They were like trying to poke Matu. I think they were just trying to force a BKB because that's what you do in that scenario. Like, you know that it's probably not going to amount to the big fight. But then suddenly he gets chain stunned like twice, and they're like thinking about committing. Okay, he just went up 700 HP, by the way, guys. Okay, it was what, 3890, and he's 4490, so he went up 600 HP almost exactly.
There you go. 20 strength, 350 HP.
That is insane.
Now up to 63 HP regen, which is also a lot. Not that it matters in the fights, but
76% physical resistance with his 44 armor.
Dang. All right, here it is. The jump in. Buyback used by Boxy. Another very spread out fight, but it's Matu that gets hexed up. Remember, he's the one with the rapier. YapzOr lingering in the tree line, ready to play Sacrificial Lamb if he needs to. Jumps in, Nisha with a Vortex on 2. Follow-up dunk, they get Boxy. That's a dieback now. It's a 5v4 for 2 full minutes. Can Secret find more, though? Taiga doing what he can, but sort of
the Bears in the base.
In the back.
Tier 4.
Oh, no. Tier 4s indeed. Buyback from the Oracle. They're going to come in to kill the bear. Secret do make this hold. They take more structural damage.
And now Quakeba has the refresher too. Wait, did he have to refresh to do that?
I think so.
I guess.
Wait, no. Did he refresh? He just brought a bear back, or the bear just died again?
No, he brought it back. The bear's alive somewhere.
Oh, it's in the bottom. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate not having a hotkey for the bear when there's Aghanims. There's no easy way to jump on him, but dude, there it is! The double rapier black dragon as now Secret move into the pit. This is
some Underlord shit.
Yeah, this is Roche 4 or 5 or something. This is Aegis Cheese Refresher. How do you split this up?
I think Aegis is still on Storm. Even with the DK Ags or double rapier, I don't know if he can afford to get rid of his bots is the only problem.
I kind of agree. I don't think you have the slots. And I think Storm takes the synth so that you get the slot back.
I actually really would have liked that. Currently, Zai's holding it.
Because they're running out of Ags options. Puppy is the only one left. And
I think you're right. I don't think it's worth giving to Puppy. I think you give that to Storm for sure.
What does the Puppy, what does the Cuddle Ags even do?
It gives you the heal and the channel. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't feel that crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I'm really surprised they went with that. I mean, it's really good for pushing out Megas, I guess, is the only thing. Because it makes it a lot safer for him to be pushing out the sidelines, but it feels like another slot for Storm would be pretty good right now when he has 6,000 gold.
I mean, I guess he can always buy it, though, right?
Yeah, but it's so far away. I don't know. What's this? Puppy is the one with 9. Puppy has 10,000 gold. You're telling me Storm can buy it?
Well, Storm already has the Ags, though. He just has to buy the synth. It's not that big of a deal. But I'd also rather
10,000 gold. I want my Storm to have like 4 buybacks. Like.
Okay, no, you're totally right. I can't justify this. As hard as I'm trying, Puppy's like stupidly farmed now. He's got the Octarine Core Refresher.
Why did he take the Bless?
Well, and Coddle's another one of those heroes where this very same Aghanims used to be much better before they changed the ultimate, because it gave you 24/7 ultimate always on status, right? So it wasn't just the healing with Illuminate.
Oh, yeah,
also...
back you mean with it before he would not even have blinding light and shit.
Right. Yeah. So they changed the way he works without changing his Aghanims. So he's one of these poor heroes where his Aghanims is like disproportionately shitty, if that makes sense. It wasn't really designed for Coddle in his current state. So that's my main argument against of like...
Dude, that's a long zip.
There's a big catch! There's a big catch! Big guy had a rapier! They're going to find another. Now Taiga's in trouble. He does use a Soulbind, but it's not going to be enough. It's reflected even. Oh, no. Now this Oracle's going to go down. Liquid crumbling at the seams. The rapier's still down. Surely they noticed.
I don't know.
I don't... Oh, no.
I mean, does it matter?
I mean, YapzOr's got a Shadow Blade and Ags. I think on Shaker it's kind of cool.
Invisibility.
Now he's got Boots of Travel, too. Sold his Force Staff.
I mean, at the very least...
Now they're pinging it. Who just pinged it? Mickey did.
Oh, my God. Right now, Liquid are like, dude, we could get the rapier back.
The bear's going to see it. Now Quake's like, well, I don't have any slots for it. What do I do?
Quake's like, what do you want me to do about it?
Now Boxy's found out.
But meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're going to find another maybe Eon Disc, but another swap. Boxy jumps back. So much mobility. Now they're going to go in on the Quake. There's the Hex, but no Manisha from a top of the man. Buybacks coming from Liquid if they've got him. Quake will fall. No buyback available on the Druid. That's 2 down on Liquid. Stuck on the side. Secret now with a 50k net worth edge. It's starting to feel like Secret's game is bear down bottom. They're going to prioritize it. Matu jumps in. Huge damage. The double rapier is just too much.
That's it, man. They surely they can't with no bear here. Mickey's got to pull out something absolutely insane. That rapier is still there right now.
She just chilling. Dude, this might be one of the most value coddle picks we have ever seen in terms of how much work he has done pushing out waves. He's got 43k net worth, dude.
He's almost he almost has 600 last hits. He's at 556 right now.
Like, he has made holding these megas so much easier. Between him and Storm, it's almost like Secret aren't playing against megas in some ways. It doesn't really feel like a challenge.
All right, Boxy's got the rapier. He went down to get it. He's coming home.
It's a great mission. I mean, I think it was worth it. Now the glyph comes out. 1 tier 4 remaining. Matu trying to end. The rest of his team chipping away at the barracks, still standing. Smoke in the base from Liquid. Oracle up in a few seconds. It's going to be a 4v5. Here comes Soulbind, comes down. Does not connect onto Nisha. Wukong's command gets countered by Puppy's ult. Liquid aren't going to find anything. Beautiful positioning from Secret as they just break it apart. Swap onto Mickey. BKB on cooldown. Mickey going to fall again. Insania survives in the back line, but can't get off a false promise.
Their
and now
only hope
Secret
is
are
a
going to push
bear
him in.
play, but he's still dead. It's
I don't
over.
think they can do it. Secret have finally done it. 82 minutes. An epic, epic game 1. But Secret hold out megas and end up taking it with a 65k net worth favor.
Oh man, that is a frustrating one. It felt so good when Koikfa made that moment happen where he managed to get the mega creeps, but as you said, like Puppy just pushing out made it seem completely irrelevant in that one. Wow.
Damn.
Man, I thought they had it, dude. I really did. But Secret are just so damn good. I don't know how many times we have to say it. They just...
I know. That's... Every time I praise them like that, part of me feels like, come on, you're just praising the front runners. But then you see games like this where there were multiple moments where it looked like Liquid were taking control. 20 minutes. They had a pretty sizable net worth advantage, 10K,